No longer a hurricane, tropical storm Idalia continues to hug the Atlantic coastline tonight before heading out to sea tomorrow. But the path of destruction it left behind is devastating. Roaring into Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, Idalia's high winds destroyed homes, flipped over cars, and caused death and destruction. It's Wednesday night, and the big story in Action News is Hurricane Idalia, now a tropical storm, and headed out to sea. But its impacts are still being felt across the Carolinas, while in Florida, the cleanup is now underway. Idalia made landfall at 7:45 this morning on Florida's Gulf Coast as a powerful Category 3. Streets along the coast were flooded for much of the day. President Biden is promising federal support.
The impacts of this storm are being felt throughout the southeast. Federal teams on the ground are going to continue to work with the first responders in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina to get people to safety.
The storm is now causing problems in the Carolinas, where there are reports tonight that water is flowing into downtown Charleston after the seawall was breached there. Well, we have live team coverage of Idalia tonight. Meteorologist Cecily Tynan tracking what's left of the storm at this hour. But let's begin with Action News reporter Brianna Smith live in the Satellite Center. And Brianna, you talked to volunteers from here in our area who are on the ground in Florida tonight.
Yeah, Rick, and these volunteers are just absolutely amazing. I mean, some just arrived home to Pennsylvania after responding to the wildfires in Maui, and now crews from the tri-state area are answering the call in both Florida and South Carolina to help those who are greatly impacted. Storm debris, damaged property, and downed power lines are what's left behind after Hurricane Idalia barreled through Florida's Big Bend region.
They're happy, they made it through.
Ken Begurick is the program manager of Pennsylvania Task Force 1. The 45-person crew is stationed in Taylor County, where the Category 3 hurricane made landfall.
The people are resilient in human nature. They're out there cleaning their yards and doing what they can to get their community back to where it belongs.
They'll conduct wide area searches, check infrastructure, and help residents. Meanwhile, in Alabama, the American Red Cross of southeastern Pennsylvania is preparing to go to Tallahassee in the morning. Mary Knoll says she's busy inspecting the emergency response vehicles.
They are our feeding vehicles. They will be going out into the communities that have been hard hit, and they will be making sure that they get the people food that they can eat.
And hours away in Columbia, South Carolina, 45 members in New Jersey Task Force 1 are training as they await orders. Idalia is now a tropical storm and expected to bring strong wind and heavy rain to this area.
We're geared up for anything urban search and rescue, swift water, flood water rescues, humanitarian, collapse situations. 3
passionate groups who are ready to help residents get back on their feet.
We're here for you. We always will be. We feel your pain, and we can't wait to be out there making sure that you get fed and get the help that you need.
And these groups say that they could be in Florida and South Carolina for the next couple of days or 2 weeks, but they'll do whatever it takes to help these families in need. In the Satellite Center, Brianna Smith, Channel 6 Action News. Rick?
Brianna, thank you. Let's get the latest now on Idalia's track at this hour and what we can expect tomorrow. Meteorologist Cecily Tynan is in the Weather Center with an update. And Cecily, you've been tracking the storm all day long, huh?
And certainly, and last night as well. And the center of now Tropical Storm Idalia is just 15 miles northwest of Charleston. You can see the heaviest weather from the storm is actually not in South Carolina. It's in North Carolina, where you have these heavy feeder bands, and they're actually not only producing heavy rain, also the threat of tornadoes. A tornado watch is in effect for coastal North Carolina. So this system is still moving northeast very quickly at 21 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds now down to 60 miles per hour. So it's just gradually weakening. And what it'll be doing, it'll be moving off the South Carolina coast, kind of skirting southeastern North Carolina tomorrow morning as a tropical storm, and then it looks like it actually could be setting its sights on Bermuda over the weekend as a tropical storm. So this system actually will be with us for a while, but fortunately for us, we have high pressure. This is keeping the storm system to the south. It's not moving up the eastern seaboard. However, the rip current risk will continue right into the holiday weekend. High swells as well, with some minor coastal flooding. I'll talk more about the shore, and then a heat wave on the way coming up in the full AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Rick?
All right, Seth, we'll check back in later. Thank you.